Alright, hey everybody, it's AntagonistKim, and we're back in Thaumaturge. So, we've been socializing more than Victor's really used to, but we're going to talk to Svetlana here because she was the woman, the mysterious woman energy that was in our father's room and everything, and he and her had a, well, obviously, intimate relationship. She felt uncomfortable talking with all the people in the room because she's actually getting blackmailed or stalked or something from all of our look at her belongings and stuff like that. So we're going to talk with her, then Legia, and then I guess see if we have time for the seance. So let's go.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Szulski?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Wictor.
Ask.
Tell her about the charred note.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
Who's Okrana?
The Ochrana?
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In other words, the secret police.
I know what they are. I'd like to know what they want.
Knowledge. The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the court. And me and my soirees too, I'm sure.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see.
Interesting. So I wonder if that's what got my father killed, because they knew of their affair. What about your travel chest?
That large travel chest. You changed your mind.
About whether or not to pack. Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
Uh-huh. First, ask about your father's human face. Press her, ask what that means. Well, I don't think my father feels exactly human to me.
I didn't have the chance to get to know him as a person, much less one who'd show such emotion.
You mean love? That?
Was it love?
I miss him. That's all.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction? I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Get to the point, say you're looking for the missing grimoire. Let's ask about the string of pearls.
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend. I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
Yet something has changed.
Oh, why do you feel guilty?
Your feelings of guilt. Do they have something to do with Tsarina Alexandra?
With the whole empire. Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Victor. Ideally, closer to the west.
What exactly was my dad's role in all this?
Where was my father in all this?
Willingly or otherwise, he was part of the establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something.
Oh, yep.
Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my soirée?
Yeah, listen, we're looking for the grimoire.
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
Not yet.
However, how hard it is, you should check there. It will give you more understanding than all the investigators put together. My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
Okay, follow Svetlana's thoughts. I just want to see, I want to finish her thing before we do our other stuff here. Letters. Father's letters to Svetlana were very tender and romantic. I would not have expected this from him. If these letters had fallen into the wrong hands, they could have done a lot of damage to the lovers. Is that it? She said something belonged to me? Hold on. I don't know, I guess not. Find the person with the flaw. Let's see if she's out here one more time. She's not out here. Okay. Never mind. Let's investigate the room one more time to be sure I'm not, like, missing anything from this. I mean, it seems like it's... Oh. Oh boy, here we go. There it is.
I know you. I remember you from books. What's your name? Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand. With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
For you, sir?
Oh boy, a tarot card. Alright. The card almost burns with the emotions left on it. The Thaumaturge must have put all the hostility she could summon into the card. Hostility toward me. Maybe I'll join the seance soon. If only out of spite. Let's examine the card.
Fool. Our dear madame is fooling around and thinks you can scare me off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
Oh yeah, she's definitely pissed. In the dark, Madame Samira asked to cover the windows and dim the lights. The seance requires a certain aura, so the apartment must be kept in darkness until it's over. Ah, so is this like our situation where we can take advantage of fighting our salutor here? Oh, Dimensions Force Mine 3. Joy drifts over the mere surface. Her heart throbs when everyone is looking, when her name echoes somewhere. Sophia. So, what if some lose their heads for her, literally? It only makes better stories. We need a mind upgrade in 3. It's because we don't have this other creature here. Hold on. See if there's anything else in this room that gives us the added bonus. Oh, there she is right there. Now we got people in here doing people stuff. Something else afloat in here. Ah, here we go. A wooden chair. Frustrating thought penetrated Sergei's mind as he sat in the chair, watching Sophia from afar. Why did Sophia suddenly start ignoring him? He would do anything for her if she asked. The problem is that Sophia won't speak at all. She takes no notice of him anymore. because she's looking at me. She wants me. It is I she has an eye for. An ashtray full of cigarette butts. The smoking was accompanied by a joyful conversation. Sophia's friends were happy she came with them despite her father's ban. They like to watch her clever intrigues that provide them with topics of gossip. Cigarette butts have women's lip marks on them. If only their fathers saw what they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she is out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. The question is, are we with Sophia or Wanda? Interesting. Obviously, we're supposed to talk with her. We don't have the Mind 3 for that, which is quite the shame, but that's okay. Let's see what else is around besides the mirror. We should probably talk to our sister as well. That is the only person we have yet to contact and talk to. That really sucks that we can't do that. Alright, Legia, real quick.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Wictor Szulski.
The last Szulski to wear trousers.
You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
You've acquired other knowledge. Or context required to give a response. I'm not sure what that would help us do. Sincerely say you admit that Ligia knows what she's doing. Let's mention the wife, maybe. Will that let us do the other thing? She said not to cause trouble, though.
Gentlemen, my sister knows what she's doing. Across the world, women rule over entire societies, like Great Britain. Do you remember Queen Victoria?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
Thank you. I've worked long and hard at that.
Good luck with your business, miss.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. You know, thank you for believing in me, especially in front of other people. It means a lot. Any progress with Svetlana?
Can we do all of these? I hope so. Raise the subject, Svetlana. Let's mention the madam first, I guess.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
What about the wild salutor?
Madame has spotted a salutor that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutor?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
I am. That's why I haven't made up my mind.
Okay, and then let's talk about Svetlana.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Interesting. So Legia's reaction is strange. Legia usually refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behavior. What she said about Svetlana may be caused by the salutor's influence on the environment. So are we saying our sister has it? Hold on. The soiree in high society. High society breathes scandal and imbibes gossip from other people's lips, which sits very well with the salutor prowling around. The flaw must belong to someone keen on playing games and plotting, a schemer by nature. Tell her about the affair between her and her father.
Did you know that Papa had an affair with the host of this party?
Are you sure?
Absolutely. As sure as the Thaumaturge can be. I felt what he felt when, well, you know.
Oh, stop! That's disgusting. Quickly, change the subject.
It's a curse, I'm afraid. What do you know about Sophia Skylin?
Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
Warning, Governor Skylin is not very fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us. Okay. Mention that you met Kochkin. We didn't meet him.
Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konieczkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
Are you at least having a good time in this awful place?
You enjoying yourself in this viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Love it. Alright, well, good talking to you, sis. Interesting. So, Velas. So let's go read his thing real quick. I think we're done talking with her. Is there nothing else we can do in here? Damn, it's a shame. So what was I supposed to do to get this Mine 3 option? Was there some other monster battle we had to do to get this point? I guess? I don't know. Thaumaturge. So we have none. Yeah, so there's some other creature we should have caught before this? I don't know. We have a lot of stuff in here. I guess we could talk about the Black Grimoire that we're trying to get. Daddy's beloved magic book. I didn't expect to inherit anything, least of all the Black Grimoire. Too bad he went missing, honestly. Was I worthy, or was it a joke? Let the prodigal son go looking under a pavement while the book is at the Warsaw Charity Society. Svetlana Rumachevska doesn't know what happened to father's grimoire. Okay. We need to look at Valas. Right. Dignified golden serpent is a Slavic representation of a god of the underworld, wealth, and intrigue, a perfect combination for high society. The flaws it follows are relaxed to secrecy, an inclination to manipulate scheming, a penchant for chasing confusion, and a desire to watch the world burn as a result of its intrigue. Siren. Okay, so this is Samira's salutor here. Sirens arrived in Rust together with Persian merchants. According to Slavic beliefs, they sing sacred songs that bring luck, but people can be led astray by these songs. They are seductively beautiful and extremely dangerous. The flaws they are interested in are those related to great sadness, the desire to forget, forbearance, charity, and forgiveness. Siren, I saw, belongs to Samira, the one I cannot have, no matter how badly I want it. And then Sharul. Oh, this is the creature we caught, a deceitful force spectator from the Tartar legends. She leads people astray by taking various shapes. She also has a rather twisted sense of humor. Could it be that father was haunting this particular salutor? Oh no, this was the one that was in our father's book. And last but not least, Baelrith. I don't remember us coming across this, but Baelrith, my father's first salutor, probably not the only one, a perfect match. An ancient idol mentioned in the Book of Judges, secretive by nature, keeper of vegetation and the master of insects that can command an order to protect people from diseases. According to Ars Goetia, Baelrith belongs to the circle of greater demons, just like father. The flaws that attract him are, much like with the Upir, those related to the heart dimension and the sensations of the heart, pride, blasphemy, contentiousness, but also consistency, stubbornness, and ambition. Baelrith is gone. He left with my father. Where? We do not know what happens to salutors after Thaumaturge's deaths. Perhaps they become wild again, unhindered by the pact of their master, but the flaw that used to tether them is gone, so maybe they vanish into the void too. Okay. The Okrana is that secret society that Svetlana is worried about. The Okrana are the Tsar's secret police that no one is safe from. Its officers are like chameleons, either working secretly or disguised as your friends. Sometimes they will force their way with a badge and a trigger-happy finger. They do not believe in the notions of personal space, privacy, or freedom. Well, that sounds pretty awful. They claim every right they can think of. As a Tsarina's lady-in-waiting, Svetlana is used to being followed by the Okrana's prying eyes. But being used to something does not equal acceptance. She harbors a pent-up anger, which I don't blame her for. So that guilt might be what she felt towards the Tsarina giving her the pearls, because she likes being a part of her life, but it means being followed. These are all just places. And then what do we got here? Oh, right, we have like a whole group of people. I guess we could go through this. This might mean we won't be able to do the seance. I might do this and talk to Sophia. So let's go to it. So Petya is our cousin. Cousin Petya has changed a lot. Perhaps we all have. He's no longer the skinny kid with scraped knees. We've never really been close despite being of a similar age, maybe because of our differing personalities. Gracienia is our lady of the household, a good soul of the Szulski household. When we were kids, she would patch up our threadbare clothes, bandage our bruised elbows. She was closer to us than our own mother. It's nice to see her in good health, okay? All right, here's Svetlana herself. The mysterious woman exchanging letters with my father was Svetlana, a lady-in-waiting in the Tsar's court, well situated. I don't think my sister is too keen on her. I was impressed by her upon our first meeting, intelligent and refined. Yet, she's clearly afraid of something. She will not talk openly about my father or whatever is between them. Our next conversation made her motives clear. The secret police are interested in her. Svetlana knows how to maneuver through courtly intrigues. And she is wary and cunning. She has also managed to stir Stanislaw Szulski's heart of stone. But the Okrana are following. Okay. Okay, this is Skalin's daughter, Sophia. This year's debutante, the daughter of the Governor General of Warsaw, George Skalin himself. Young, she is only taking her first steps into high society, yet she's already had so many admirers. There's something certainly intriguing about her. Okay, this is the medium here. Madame Samira, a psychic. Her seances are very popular in Warsaw. I wonder if ghosts are also as attracted to her. We met at Svetlana's soiree immediately. There was tension between us because Samira cannot stand me. The reason might be because she is also a thaumaturge herself. Her salutor is Siren. Okay, Lucian and Anila. So this is who Rasputin has like slithered into giving them money and a place to stay. Mr. and Mrs. Lucian and Anila hosting Rasputin in their apartment. They're rather wealthy and have friends in high places. Rasputin has won over their favor by taking care of Anila and treating her nervous disorder. All right. And last but not least, Sergei. This is the guy that's after Sophia's heart, right? He doesn't like me. At Svetlana's soiree, I met an impassioned young man, Sergei Nakrasov. It seems like he has a weakness for Sophia and that he is fairly typical representative of Warsaw's youthful rich. I don't think we will become friends. Yeah, he is not happy with us one bit. All right, Sophia, you're next.
Mr. Szulski, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
I mean, are you sure your dad doesn't really like me, does he?
Your father would not be thrilled about you playing games with the Thaumaturge.
Maybe that's precisely the point. To keep violating his wishes?
Rebellious. And you don't know the rules of this game. What's exactly going on?
And how might my powers prove useful to you, miss?
Well, rather than truth, a dare sounds good to me. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets, Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
I mean, it's deceptive, but sure.
I accept.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
We'll play
Let me
along.
see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Annie, I'll wait anxiously for your return.
I'll take a look around.
Alright. Party game. Sophia Scallon requested... I agreed to play Truth or Dare to help her complete her task. She and her companions are only looking for distractions by yearning more and more for each other, but I could use that to my advantage. We could. Alright, let's search around here. Empty glass. Sip by sip by sip. Maxim swigs alcohol as he watches the surroundings, focusing mainly on the ladies and longing for companionship. Irina is looking pretty today. Okay. The loner's secret. Maxim is lonely, as we all are from time to time. He tries to draw his feelings in with alcohol, but the effect is doing the opposite of his intentions. His attention is drawn by Sophia Scallon's friend, Irina. Okay. Alright. Very well, then. Piano. Decorative vase stands out. The vase reflects the strong emotions bubbling up in Sergei. Jealousy mixed up with fear. Jealousy distracted at me, as he considers me his rival. Fear that Sophia will ignore him when I'm around. Very well, then. The admirer's secret. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares for her so much he's willing to do anything for her. He can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. He considers me a rival admirer. Okay. I think we're more into Wanda, from how I'm understanding it, but we also have not met Wanda, so. Ooh. Examining the plant. Plucked leaves. Irina wound leaves around her fingers with abandon and plucked them discreetly, immersed in thought. Sophia's charade and Maxime. She might walk up to him, but no. She won't. Hesitant, she eventually failed to make the move. So really, Irina and Maxim want to be a thing. They just have unrequited love for each other. Got it. A friend's secret. Hesitancy prevents Irina from making a decision. She feels torn. She would like to indulge herself and spend some time with Maxime, but cannot make the move. Thus, she's in limbo, going over all possible scenarios in her head. Okay. There's nothing on the balcony, right? Except for fresh air. Okay, let's see if we can find a little more about our peeps here. Ah. A decorative sofa. This is considered to Sophia. She sat on the sofa watching the crowd. Usually flirtatious and playful, she felt an overwhelming emptiness at that moment, which was something new for her, a feeling of loneliness, a need to belong. It only lasted a moment, then she grinned and continued the same charade. Okay. So is that it? That's all she wanted me to find out for her? There's nothing else? I think it was just about the three, right? Alright, I guess that was it. Let's talk to her, and then I guess we'll call this the episode, guys. Let's see if we can help her with her problem.
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Let's share our Irina secret.
Miss Irina would like to get to know Maxim better, but she keeps hesitating.
What? She never told me. Some friend she is. And what does our dear Maxim think of that?
Rivo also, he likes her too.
Maxim only has one thing on his mind. Miss Irina.
Oh, I knew it!
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
Oh boy.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Szulski and I have completed my extra difficult dare together.
At your service.
Now, time for truth.
Uh-oh.
Are you seeing anyone?
Oh boy. Meaningful question. Sophia seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking about my private matters, looking for strength in her impertinence. I wonder if she's toying with Wictor, the person, or the Thaumaturge. Interesting. Sophia Scallon. Ooh, so she's the person. She's the flaw. The scheming of Scallon's daughter has made her the elite's favorite. Her plots provide distraction and make up the content of keenly spreading gossip. At the moment, I am the object of her games. She's teasing me, in spite of her father who hates thaumaturges. Or is it just a charade to mask her loneliness? My heart's already taken.
My heart is already taken.
I was counting on a different response.
Mr. Szulski, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
See you. Therefore, Veles chased Sofia Skawan and her flaw here. She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she? It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Skawan hates thaumaturges. The little scamp. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
Oh my god. Our final observation, Sophia Skalan's flaw. After the game of Truth or Dare, something flickered around Sophia. A flaw, induced by the scheming. It fits. After all, Sophia has a fondness for high society and playing games. So what are we thinking? The salutor of the Imperial Hotel. Valis the Insider is lured by the flaw of the schemer Sophia Skalan. In order to capture him, I'll have to play by the rules here, which means exposing Sophia to some stirring experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable. Oh, God. Take part in the seance. Alright, well, guys, I'm not going to enter the room because I'm for fear that this might trigger the seance. We'll do this next episode. We've gotten a lot of intrigue going on. We might have to purposely play into the Lady Skalan's emotions to see if it rivets either him or her, everybody, and see if we can't capture the salutor. I'm pretty excited about it. To have like a snake one would be pretty sick. The golden snake, as they call him. Valis. Alright, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.